Hi, I just got back from everybody's houses and I dropped off the 3 things that we're going to have available for next week's STEM projects. I couldn't wait. I wanted to help you make your marshmallow shooter first. Here is one that's already made. This one, I actually bought it at one of those craft fairs or something. It's all put together, and this one is covered in duct tape. When I make them with the kids in class, I let you guys take Sharpies and color the PVC pipes to decorate it the way you want to. You can do that, or you can just put it together plain. We're going to first work on putting it together, and then we're going to talk about some scientific physics principles so we get a little bit of an idea of what's happening when it works. There's lots of different parts, and I don't know what these things are actually called, but I'll name them. And there's 4 pieces that are not made of PVC pipe. They're the components, and I guess they are PVC, but they're not cut from the PVC pipe. There's a cat piece, 2 T's, and then this little elbow-shaped one. And then we have a 2 1/4 inch piece, a 3 1/4 inch piece. These are approximate. A 4 inch piece, and an 11 inch piece. And we're going to put it together, and you don't glue it or anything. It just all fits in nice and snug. And so I start with the 4 inch piece and the little cat part, and I put it on the ground. I push it in hard so it stays. Then I take the T, and it goes on top of that one. And then there's the 3 1/4 inch piece goes on one side of that T, and the 11 inch piece goes on the other side. So now you have a piece that looks like that. I take the other T-shaped piece and I turn it upside down, and it's going to go on the end of the 3 1/4 inch piece. I take the 2 1/4 inch piece and put it into the T. Keep it all in there firmly, and the elbow goes on the end. And that is your marshmallow shooter, just like that. I chose marshmallows to use because marshmallows are pretty lightweight, but they hold their shape. But they will get sticky if you use them over and over again. That's why I gave you kind of a big bag full of them. All you do is you take one marshmallow. My husband's sleeping in the recliner over there. I think I'm going to see if I can hit him with it and see if he wakes up. You don't hit people with it, though. It's just for shooting at targets and stuff. You drop it into that. Oh, you know what? I'll use mine because I'm used to using mine. You drop it into that piece. You blow on the end. When you blow on the end, put your mouth all the way around it because it's just your mouth who's going to use it. Oops, I forgot. I have to cover that part up so it doesn't blow out like it just did. It woke him up, but it didn't hit him. He's fine. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the science that's involved. I really enjoy shooting it at him, or launching it. We're going to call it launching it. Remember to cover that part up so it doesn't blow out the top like it did the first time. I aimed kind of low. I'm going to aim higher. Oh, right in the forehead. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have done better if I tried. Sorry. Okay, I won't shoot anymore at you. That was so good. Like, I can't believe I hit him so well. Okay, let's talk about a little bit of physics. When I take a deep breath, I suck in a whole bunch of air and I hold it inside my lungs, and that's the force that's going to be released on my marshmallow. If I just left this marshmallow in here, it would never move. It would just sit there. It takes a force, my air, that pushes it through. So the force of me, I'm the creator of that. I'm not going to do it again to him because he's probably going to get grouchy. And that is a special thing called Newton's first law. And it says an object, like a marshmallow, will remain at rest, which means it will just sit there until a force, like my breath or my finger knocking it around, moves it. And that is the first, that's Newton's first law of motion. He was a famous scientist. He's been dead a long time, but it was a big deal that he discovered this fact. Now, the thing is, it'll keep going until other forces act on it. One of the main forces that act on it is something we talked about earlier in the year, and it's the force that holds us down to Earth. It's why we don't fly up on our own, and it's called gravity, and gravity pushes that marshmallow down to Earth, or it hits its target, like my husband's forehead. But it's a marshmallow, so it doesn't hurt, so it's fine. One more thing I want you to think about. This is only 11 inches, but I have a lot of force in my lungs from the air. So maybe if I made this longer, I could even shoot further. So when you're doing your practice and you're trying it out and seeing what will happen, see if you can make it go further. If you have PVC pipe, this is 1/2 inch PVC pipe, and you can buy it at Sorensen's or Home Depot or something. So if you have, or sometimes people just have it laying around. It might be even more effective if you went ahead and got a longer one. Another thing to consider is marshmallows are pretty lightweight, and so they're easy to blow with the force in your lungs. I tried it with a dried bean. It didn't work. I couldn't make it go, and I don't know why. I tried it with a paper clip, one of those big ones. It didn't work. I couldn't make it go. So try some different things that will fit in a 1/2 inch thing and see if you can find something else that'll work good. Another thing, I want you to take a marshmallow out and do it with me. If you feel a marshmallow, it's a little bit rough. It's not perfectly smooth. Like my countertop is really smooth, but the marshmallow is a little bit rough. And one of the things that slows things down is a force called friction. And so if your PVC pipe got dirty inside and there was dirt inside, the dirt would cause friction on the marshmallow and it would make it not go as fast. So if you want to make your marshmallow even slicker and go faster, I read that you could dip it in powdered sugar. Powdered sugar is the soft one that looks like flour, and it would really shoot fast because it would reduce the friction on the marshmallow. However, I didn't want to give you that because it's starting to sound really sticky and messy, and moms and dads probably don't want sticky marshmallows all over their house. Remember, one marshmallow is probably good for 1 or 2 shots. You don't want to do too many because your air in your lungs has a little bit of moisture, and the marshmallows will start to get moisture, and so you don't want that to happen. You don't have to decorate it, but it's more fun. Oops. If you do decorate it, and have some fun, and then I want you to try. I want you to think outside what I gave you, just the marshmallows and this, and I want you to think about what else you could possibly do. And on the paper that's included in your packet, you don't have to turn this in, this is just for your own thought. The one I included for the marshmallow shooter is after you've built it, observe what happens when you shoot it. See how far you can go with just the design that I provided you and just a regular marshmallow. And then try some other things and ask a question. What will shoot best? Maybe you'll find something that shoots better at your house. I thought about a marble even, or anything that's less than a 1/2 inch. Do a little bit of research. Learn more about force, inertia, and Newton's laws. And maybe you'll be able to discover something else. You can write a hypothesis. Your hypothesis is what you think. It'll be, I think a marble will shoot out better than a marshmallow. Or I think a little wad of paper all balled up will shoot better than a marshmallow. And then you have to do the experiment or the procedure and find out if it works. You analyze your results and you draw a conclusion. And it will help you figure out the scientific process. And so this is fun to play with, but I want you to use your brains and to think of some other things that might help. And you can do this all week. It doesn't just have to be a one-day thing. You could be thinking all the time and trying harder and harder. Okay, I'm gonna post this one, and I can't make the ice cream one today because I don't have any 1/2 and 1/2. And I think I'll wait till Monday to post the flashlight one, but the flashlight one is fun too. Oh, remember, for the flashlight one, you're gonna need some, a piece of tape for the outside. I didn't have a way of giving you just one piece of tape. If your dad has, or mom has some black electrical tape, or that looks like this, or you can just use regular masking tape, would be okay. Also, make sure you have something to insulate the inside, so you'll need like some rolled up newspaper or rolled up magazines or something like that. Okay guys,